where he became old with honor, and he buried his father and mother-in-law honorably.
Who was that? His mother and what?
Father-in-law. And he inherited their substance and his father's Tobit.
So he was
his father's Tobit.
So he got his parents' inheritance as well as his, but it was all promised to him if he keep his righteousness, if he stay right with the law of God. It's coming to you. Let's get some more of that.
And he died at Ecbatane in Medea, being 107 and 20 years old. But before he died, he heard of the destruction of Nineveh, which was taken by Nebuchadnezzar and Assuerus. I didn't get the long way. And before his death, he rejoiced over Nineveh.
So he saw the word of the Lord was true. You know, he saw it being destroyed at his death, and he was 100 and some years old at that time. So even though he was told to flee, time still had to pass. You know, he still was kind of sit back and he said, yeah, it's truth, it's word. Y'all just want to hit, what you got? Arms. Arms are gifts, are prayer. It's like, you know, it's what you go to the Lord and ask a blessing for. And when it says do your arms before, don't do your arms before men. It's praying to the Lord for something good or giving a good gift, not letting your left hand know what your right hand do, meaning you're not sounding a trumpet when you do a good deed. Hey, y'all, look at that hungry man. Hungry man. You want something to eat? Here you go, a couple dollars, get y'all something to eat. See, that's what the Lord wants us to do, y'all. Feed the hungry. No, that ain't how He wants you to do it. Right. Don't do your arms before men like that, so everybody be praising you. Right? He shows set out for the hungry men. No, He wants you to do your arms in secret. Right. Nobody don't even have to know. Right. You substantial with some paper, write a check, pay to the order of, and say, do not announce where it coming from, and give it to who you want to give it to. Those arms like that. You ain't got to shout no home. You know. And that's what the problem is. That's why Christ said in Matthew 6, don't be like the hypocrite. Don't sound the alarm that you finna do or give. Also Paul back it up in 2 Corinthians 13 when he said, let charity be number one. He said, if I give all these things and do not have charity, I'd have wasted my time because I want everybody to see me giving. You know. Hey, you over there with them shoes flapping, soles flapping. Come over here. Watch this, y'all. And pull out a wad of money.
Give a dollar.
And take the rubber band off here. That's sold from flapping. And put the money back in your pocket.
Get you some glue.
No.
Yeah.
Trying to be seen to me.
Witness to that. He told me 4 and 7.
4 and 7.
It say, give alms of thy substance, and when thou givest alms, let not thy eye be envious. Neither turn thy face from any poor, and the face of God shall thou be turned away from thee. If thou shalt have any abundance, give alms accordingly. If thou have but a little, be not afraid to give according to that little.
According to that little.
For thou layest up a good treasure for thyself against the day of necessity.
That's right. Again, for the day of necessity. So all y'all building for is when you get put in that position. Right. And you may find yourself in that position.
Putting something up for yourself.
Right.
Verse 10. Because the alms do deliver from death.
What they do?
Deliver from death.
That's right.
And suffereth not a crime, and suffereth not to come into darkness. For alms is good gift unto all that give in the sight of the Most High.
In the sight of the Most High, not men. So these are what we call them unforeseen blessings. Driving down the road, lose control of the car, reaching down on some car, fish tail, and then all of a sudden it's straightened out. Your heart pounds. That's one of them unforeseen blessings. That's an arm blessing. Cause you supposed to have been down up in the ditch, flipped over, paralyzed, waist down, neck down, or whatever, and you know, shaking that wheel and driving, don't want to look over at the car beside you. You know the Lord was with me then. Well, I know that was.
You feel that in your chest.
You feel that in your chest, and you know that was what we call unforeseen blessing. That's what you do arms for, to save you in that time of destruction like that.
You know, oftentimes you hear about charitable donations on TV about whatever, but they say it was given by an anonymous donor.
Right. Right. And y'all, that's what we talking about. Just, you ain't got to shout no horn, but this don't mean just dig in your pocket and give away money you need. He said, what you have according to what you're able to give. You know what you can give. If he, Most High said, if you give more than you're supposed to and you suffer, then I'm giving this out of order. Now you trying to buffalo the law. Huh? You done went over, right, more than now, you suffer now, they come back and right.
He shall receive.
Y'all coming up here, we got, and I just want to speak on this, and then we're going to talk about, we're going to do a bowling day, as well as we got S-Bond and check out a park. It's a way out, y'all, but we're going to set up, make sure everybody be able to get there. It's off of Lindbergh and Hall's Ferry. Right out in that area, about a few miles right down from that, but it's a secluded park. Fishing, playground, everywhere. I got it on a photo. I forget where it is. But it's low key, y'all. It's fishing, it's playground, it's volleyball nets, we'll hold class out there. And what we'll do for all those, because there ain't no buses going out that way, we'll meet down here at a certain time. You get up here, everybody gonna get out there who wants to come. But we're going to talk about that, y'all, in a minute. But what I want to do is talk about just a brief second. These are the season for the holy days of this nation. Holidays, civil days. They have what's called civil, social, and what they call a holiday or they holy days. They holy days are Christmas, Halloween,
Thanksgiving,
Easter. These are what they call their holy days. These are Thanksgiving, right? And these are what they call their holy days. Now, these are the days that they use the Bible to justify you chasing the commandments of men and saying that it's a work of law. Now, they have what's called social days. Social days are like where you just gather around, maybe do different things like that. Then they have civil days, like 4th of July is coming up. That's a civil day. What it's basically saying is this nation gained its independence.
But it didn't know. It's not independent officially, for real.
Not officially, but it is America. It's separated from Britain, but it's still joined in. But it's what?
Independence from Great Britain's rule.
From Great Britain's rule, but it's still a part of it.
She's still ruling.
Right.
She collect all the taxes.
Right. She's still ruling, but what they're talking about is they have no commonwealth over you. Right. You are not a Britain citizen. Hold on, if you go over to Britain, you got to get citizenship over there. You got to get euros. You got to come here to America. You are American citizen, not a British citizen. So they are independent of that, from that colony, so to speak. Like the state is separated from the federal government. They still can do their thing, but within that same commonwealth. Right. We have these now. That's true that happened whenever that happened. What is that, 1776 or whatever? Okay.
And the Declaration of Independence.
Right.
The declaration to the internet.
Right. Like we had the decree of Cyrus to go back to Israel, but they were still ruling Jerusalem.
Yeah, exactly.
So we were independent of slavery at that point, but it was like we were still in slavery because we still didn't own our land. So you got Juneteenth coming in. Just started. Right, Juneteenth, and what this is when we, in 1865, we get our so-called mind. That's what it was, June 19th. This is what they call it, Juneteenth, and this is what we are doing. These are customs that we are doing. And we want to really explain Jeremiah 10 because we have to. But they've got their 4th of July coming up as civil day. If you believe that, that's cool, but to take part in it however you want to do, what we're talking about is this breaking the law.